I've decided that this year I really want to downsize and organize my stuff. So I'm starting with my books. As you see, I have a lot of books here, and there are actually more books behind these. So I really want to make a pile of books that I don't really want to keep anymore. I want to make a pile of books that I plan to read this year. And in general, I really need to organize this bookcase because it's a mess. So let's get started. I want to show you some of my rare special books. The Complete Tales and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe. My dad gave it to me because he knows that I'm a really big Edgar Allan Poe fan. This actually belonged to my great-grandmother. It has a beautiful inscription from her from 1941. She sent it to my great-grandfather during World War II. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the inscription, but but here it is. I also don't really read this. I just really cherish it and save it. So this is really special. I had a writing teacher in high school that I didn't really get along with because we didn't really do any serious writing in his class, and I was kind of a nerd. And he knew that I was kind of annoyed by it. So on his last day, he was actually leaving. On his last day, he came to me. We didn't even get along. So you need to understand that. He came to me and he gave me these 4 books. Also Edgar Allan Poe books. This is part of like a 10-piece collection of works by Edgar Allan Poe. He got them, I think, in a market somewhere. I have volume 2, 3, 4, and 6. They were published in 1904. So these are actually the oldest books I own. This is another one of my old books. This was given to me by my high school ethics professor. This is The Sound and the Fury by Faulkner. I might read it this year also. Thanks. I haven't organized this in so long that I have a bunch of CDs. CD from Berkeley 5 Week 2012. You haven't even seen anything yet. Oh, these are all my CDs from when I was in school. Don't you love music? So satisfying! I've basically divided these books. There's Keep in these, okay, Keep, and the special books I showed you, and then maybe get rid of. I have to give back a book that I borrowed and maybe read this year. I'm considering it. This is probably a good place to check in so far. So I got some of my favorite authors up here. and my penguins. Poe, penguins, George Orwell and Aldous Huxley, and Dostoevsky, C.S. Lewis, and Christian philosophy. Down here I have romantic poetry, Oxford's and Dover's. Shakespeare is in here, and then a little bit more of romantic poetry. I know the organization is not perfect, but it's pretty close. If I'm looking for something, I know where to look. I also like the look of all the different editions together. And then over here I have the other philosophy books, the Spanish books, and I'm puzzled as to the rest of the books because they don't fit neatly into any category, so I'm still figuring it out. I want to quickly go over some of the books I'm getting rid of. I plan to give these to friends and family if they want them, and if not, I'll be donating these. So these are duplicates that I already have one of. The Evolution of Man, Canterbury Tales, The Giver, and Hunchback of Notre Dame. I have better editions. Pretty Little Liars. So I read these in school and I got tired of them constantly delaying the end of the series. Neckbeard Uprising. I'm a really big fan of TJ, but I like him as a YouTuber. I really got bored reading this. I don't think he's a good author. Then I have two giant piles. This is like half of one pile of books in Spanish. I don't really read that much in Spanish. These are mostly books from school that I'm not going to use anymore. Hopefully someone can use them for school. And the rest are just books I'm not really interested in anymore. Some of them are young adult fiction, which I don't really read anymore, so they've all been called back. Children of Heron. I really like Tolkien that much, I'm sorry. I never read this, I don't know. I didn't read this either. Ultimate Foul. I have no idea what this is, so maybe you can tell me if you've read it. Beowulf is another school book I didn't read. No, I'm sorry, I read it, but I don't like it. Yeah, so this book is really popular. Honestly, I did not like it. I got almost halfway through and I just couldn't bear it anymore and I stopped reading it. I'm sorry, I know that you probably like it, but I don't. I hate this book. And more young adult fiction. If you want young adult fiction, or if you want any of these books and you're around my area, shoot me a message. We'll probably figure it out. I'd love to give you a book. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. So satisfying!